I wish we had allowed it to come naturally at the meeting, but that will be another day. For now, I think we all look forward to a peaceful election. All of us. Every single Kenyan has a duty and a right to remain peaceful and alive during and after the election. And for that reason, we call upon, and I have personally called upon, our leaders, our political leaders, must embrace a culture of tolerance. That you do not organize goons to go and heckle your opponent. Every Kenyan interested in being elected has a right to be heard everywhere in Kenya. And I call upon Kenyans to accept that fact, because the contrary is stupid and is outdated. This heckling is stupid. It is outdated. It is also a recipe for chaos. Every aspirant has a following. Don't annoy the followers of your opponent. And your opponent should not annoy your supporters. So let's live and let live. Secondly, there are terrible people in social media. Terrible people in social media who are hell-bent on causing unnecessary anxiety across the country. Most of them writing falsehoods and posting pictures that are false, that they may lead to unnecessary interruption of normal order. For example, just last week, we had one posting that all Kikuyus must go to Central Province. And if they don't, they must be eliminated. And do you know who posted that? A Kikuyu. Another one from Busia posted that there has been mass slaughter of non-Kikuyus in Limuru. You all know nothing of the sort happened. But they did, and it can cause trouble. And many, many more. And for that reason, in conjunction with the police, we are having a major crackdown on those who misuse social media. We have identified, for example, 21 county WhatsApp platforms that have been encouraging incitement and hate speech across the country. And we are dealing with them. And the way to deal with them is to go individually to the administrators of those social medias. So tell the administrators, we are coming for you if you don't stop. And those posting, they are being looked for everywhere. And we must deal with them because we must save this country. And this country will be saved. Last week, you guys asked me, and you should be asking Francis of the Communication Authority, is it possible? Are you contemplating of shutting down some of these social media? My answer was and continues to be, if it is necessary, they will be shut out. If it is necessary. I can take that political hit. You may not. But that is my stand. I believe that is what ought to be. Finally, fellow Kenyans, you must respect the institutions you have created. Stop cannibalizing them. Give the IEBC the space and the time and the room to deliver the elections. You can't judge it before it has happened. And this has been a problem we have had for a year and a half. Because a year and a half, the political class made voter theft a national agenda. 18 months before the election. And you all know you can't steal what is not available. To date, not a single presidential vote, I believe, has been printed. Forget about being cast. So how do you steal what you don't have? How do you judge the IEBC before they have messed? So you give them time. Now again, the judiciary, every day they are under an onslaught. They have a very difficult job of deciding disputes. And they don't call you to court, you come. When you come to court, sit down and listen. You know, when I was speaker, I used to have a little inscription next to me that I'm not in the business of popularity. I'm in the business of taking the right decisions. That's what we all should do. Finally, you the press, you are Kenyans. You operate here. You have your children living in Kenya. You have your parents living in Kenya. You live in Kenya. You operate in Kenya. You get your daily bread from Kenya. You too, like everybody else, you have a responsibility to ensure that troublemakers do not misuse you to create trouble for Kenya. Join us in ensuring that we have a peaceful environment under which we can hold our election. Thank you.